Chapter 14: Socioemotional Development in Early Adulthood. Stability and change from childhood to adulthood. Temperament. Individual behavior style and characteristic emotional response. Number 1. Easy and difficult temperament. Number 2. Inhibition and disinhibition. Number 3. Ability to control one emotion. Stability and change from childhood to adulthood. Attachment. Attachment number 1, securely attachment style. Securely attachment style have positive view of relationship and find it easy to get close to other. Number 2, avoidant attachment style. Hesitant about getting involved in romantic relationship. Anxious attachment style. Anxious attachment style demand closeness, less trusting, more emotional, jealous, possessive. Anxious attachment style demand closeness, less trusting, more emotional, jealous, possessive. Attraction, love, and close relationship. Attraction, first impression, familiarity and similarity. Familiarity and similarity, people seek others who have similar attitude, similar values, and similar lifestyle. Consensual validation. Consensual validation, our own attitude and values are supported when someone else are similar to ours. Physical attractiveness. Number 1, standard of what attractive change over time and across culture. Number 2, matching hypothesis. Matching hypothesis, we choose partner who match our own level of attractiveness. The face of love, intimacy, self-disclosure, and the sharing private thought. Erikson, intimacy versus isolation. Erikson, intimacy versus isolation. Number 1, intimacy, finding oneself while losing oneself in another person. Number 2, failure to achieve intimacy result in social isolation. Intimacy and independence. Intimacy and independence means balance between intimacy and commitment, and independence and freedom. Friendship. Friendship plays important lifespan development role. Friendship plays important lifespan development role. Romantic love, passionate love, or eros. Romantic love, passionate love, or eros, strong component of sexuality and infatuation. Affectionate love. Affectionate love, compassionate love. Number 1, desire to have the other person near. Number 2, based on deep and caring affection. Consummate love. Consummate love is strongest form of love. Consummate love, strongest form of love. Robert J. Sternberg, Theatic Theory of Love. 3 dimensions of love, passion, intimacy, and commitment. 3 dimensions of love, passion, intimacy, and commitment. Number 1, consummate love. Strongest, fullest form of love with passion intimacy, and commitment. Infatuation, passion, number 2, infatuation, passion, no intimacy, and commitment. Number 3, affectionate love. Affectionate love is combination of intimacy and commitment, no passion. Affectionate love means combination of intimacy and commitment but no passion. Fetus love. Fetus love means passion and commitment without intimacy. Fetus love, passion and commitment without intimacy. Cross-cultural variation and romantic relationship. Cross-cultural variation, romantic relationship. China and Korea. Intimacy is more diffuse with more emphasis on connection outside of romantic relationship. China and Korea, intimacy is more diffuse with more emphasis on connection outside of romantic relationship. Japan, dropping marriage rate. Japan, dropping marriage rate. Next is France and Brazil, most passionate, most romantic interest. France and Brazil, most passionate, most romantic interest. France has the most extramarital affair. France has the most extramarital affair. Qatar, casual dating is forbidden and public display of affection can be punished with incarceration. Young adult using social media internet to arrange private co-ed to get together at hotel. Falling of love. Falling of love, ending a close relationship benefit your happiness and personal development. Number 1, you are obsessed with person who repeatedly betray your trust. Number 2, you are involved with someone who draining you emotionally and financially or both. Number 3, you are desperate in love with someone who does not return your feelings. Single adult. Stereotype associated with being single range from. Single adult stereotype associated with being single range from. Swinging single to desperate lonely. Suicidal single. Millennial. Millennial is tend to find date online more. Number 2, pattern of fast sex, slow love. Pattern of fast sex, slow love. Common problem. Common problem is forming intimate relationship with other adults. Number 2, confronting loneliness. Number 3, finding a place in society that marriage-oriented. Advantage. Advantage is having time to make decision about one's life course. Number 2, time to develop personal resources to meet goal. Number 3, freedom to make autonomous decision. Number 3, pursue one own schedule and interest. Number 5, opportunity to explore new places and try out new things. Number 6, privacy. Cohabiting adult. Living together in sexual relationship without being married. Reason for cohabiting: spend time together, share expenses, evaluate compatibility. Lower marital satisfaction and increased likelihood of divorce. Not a literal statistic. Married adult. Marital trend. Number 1, marriage rates in United States have declined in recent years. Number 2, in 2014, 20% of US adults never married. Number 3, in 2016, the US average age of first marriage climbed to 29.5 for men and 27.4 for women. Number 4, marriage in adolescent is more likely to end. Marriage in adolescent is more likely to end divorce. Number 5, average duration of marriage in United States is currently just over 9 years. Number 6, emerging adults are optimistic about marriage and see it as impetus to create a stable life for successful marriage. Cross-cultural comparison. Cross-cultural comparison. Number 1, aspect of marriage vary across culture. Number 2, domesticity is valued in some culture but not others. Number 3, religion plays an important role in many cultures. Premarital education occurs in group. Focus on relationship advice. Range from several hours to 20 hours with median of 8 hours. Lower risk of subsequent marital distress and divorce. Benefits of good marriage. Benefits of good marriage. Happily married people live longer, healthy lives. Number 2, feel less physical and emotional stress. Benefits of good marriage. Happily married people live longer, healthy lives, feel less physical and emotional stress. Divorce of adult. One of factor is adultery, growing apart, domestic violence, youthful marriage, low educational level, low income level, not having religious affiliation, having divorced parents. Remarried adult. Remarried adult, men are more likely to remarry. Remarriage occurs sooner for partner who initiate divorce. Number 3, more unstable than first marriage. Number 5, higher rates of depression but improved financial status. Gay and lesbian adult. Similar to heterosexual relationship in satisfaction and conflict, contrary to common misconception. Research suggests, number 1, masculine-feminine rules are relative uncommon. Number 2, only a small segment of the gay male population has a large number of sexual partners. Number 3, a smaller segment of lesbian popular has large number of sexual partners. Number 3, generally gays and lesbians prefer long-term committed relationship. Making marriage work. Gottman's 7 practices of working marriage. 7 practices of working marriage. Number 1, establishing love maps. Number 2, nurturing fondness and admiration. Number 3, turning toward each other instead of away. Number 4, letting your partner influence you. Number 5, solving solvable conflict. Number 6, overcoming gridlock. Number 7, creating shared meaning. Remarried couples have realistic expectation. Number 2, develop new positive relationship within the family. Number 3, counter set relationship pattern or goals. Become a parent. Parenting myths and reality myths. Myths. The birth of child will have safe failing marriage. The child will think, feel, and behave like the parents did their childhood. Number 3. Having a child give the parents a second chance at achievement. Number 4. Parenting is instinct and requires no training. Trends and childbearing. Trends and childbearing. Average age for first-time mother is 27 years old. In 2016, for the first time, US women were giving birth in their 30s than in their 20s. By giving to fewer children and reducing demand of childcare, women free significant portion their lifespan for other endeavor. Men are up to invest greater amount to time in fathering. Next is parental care is often supplemented by institutional care. Dealing with divorce adult. Difficulty in trusting someone else in romantic relationship. 6 pathway in exciting divorce. The enhancer, the good enough, the seeker, the libertness, the competent, lunar, and defeated. Gender and communication style. Number 1, women prefer rapport talk. Men prefer report talk. Gender and relationship. Gender and relationship. Women highly value relationship, nurturing connection. Number 2, men are less relationship oriented than women. Gender role in friendship. Women tend to have closer, more supportive friendship. Women have closer, more supportive friendship. Men tend to have more competitive friendship. Female to male friendship. Learn about common feeling and interests and shared characteristic about each other gender. Number 2, problem may arise in a cross-gender friendship. In one friend want to romance and other does not. Problem may arise in cross-gender friendship if one friend want to romance and other does not. Masculinity and femininity. Individuals seen on continuum with masculine and feminine traits. Androgyny, positive masculine and feminine characteristic present in the same person. Transgender, individual who adopt gender identity that differ from one assigned to them at birth. Straight, gay, lesbian, or bisexual. Some prefer gender reassignment. The end. Bye-bye.